Okay, welcome to the second show. Well, second and a half, I guess, because the last one got kind of interrupted because the service was interrupted. So yeah, I'm trying out this Picardo .tv thing because it was promised to be for artists and to be able to draw and stuff. So I'm gonna try it out. Let's hope it works better than anything else. So yeah, you can chat in the right here, and I don't think you have to be a member. You can have a guest sign-in name and something like that. So try it out. Ask me questions. I will take them. But I am going to draw something meanwhile. And it's actually a guest comic for my good friend Tobias at kingofslackers.com. He has a webcomic and he asked some people to do guest comics, and this is what I am working on. So yeah, as you can see, I have done some sketch work here. I am going to do a last sketch down here in the fourth panel. But yeah, as you can see, I have done a lot of work already. But I am going to ink it and color it. And yeah, so I need the sketch for the last panel. So let's see, I'm gonna grab the color I'm using. And let's take this. Also, this is still a new tablet I'm using. I'm using the Cintiq 13 HD, which is a little bit different from the one I used to work with. So I'm still getting used to it. So if you are noticing that I'm actually working kind of slow, it's kind of because of that. Let's see here. I want to do... Yeah, I am actually gonna do it like this. Let's see here. We're gonna use that one, make a copy, and I'm actually going to do it like this. Yeah, a little bit there, yeah. And I am going to kind of slightly erase the baby. Because I don't need it in the fourth there, or at least not there. So something like nope, it's not supposed to be there, it's supposed to be there. Okay, and here we go. Alright, the baby crib. Now let's see here. I'm gonna actually put that a little bit lower, and let's see, we're gonna have the baby's head over here. And we're gonna have his legs. He's gonna be sitting in kind of a meditation pose of sorts. So yeah, let's put the baby like that. And the diaper. And one of his hands and one over the other. As you can see, I have never drawn a baby before, but I am doing my best here. So let's see what. Okay, we did that shape in the first panel. The first panel is actually the one that I mostly carved out, because I just need to have the placement in the others, because it's gonna be that I copy the layers later on downwards, so I don't have to do it over and over again and save me a lot of work time, since I am a man who is quite busy these days. There we go. Like I said, if you have any questions and stuff like that, you can always ask me. There is anything about drawing, maybe what equipment you should buy or something like that. I do take questions in both English and Swedish, because since I am Swedish, I can do that. But yeah, I'm gonna be drawing for 1 hour. If you can't make it to the show, you can always look at my YouTube channel later on. It's YouTube and DA3BX. .3BX. You spell it like this. So yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube on that channel later on. And if you want to have a question but can't see the show, you can always put it in the comments on YouTube, or you can hit me up or at my Twitter at the3bx and ask me there, and I will try to include that question in the later shows. So yeah, now you know that, and we're gonna do this. Let's see. I want the baby to look kinda possessed. So let's see, we're gonna do it like, let's see what kind of, yeah, alright, I did the little chubby nose there, okay. How do you do possessed baby eyes? It's a first for everything, but yeah, okay. We can do it like this with a little bit of creepy mouth, and put it like that. Yeah, let's put some fangs on him. Why not? All babies look possessed. Yes, you're quite right, Swedish. They have sometimes that look in their eye that you don't know what they're gonna do next. But let's see. I'm gonna keep the eyes clean because I'm gonna use some kind of color on it. But I am going to put a little bit of demonic tongue here. Yes, demonic tongue is always good. And I'm gonna just, so remember, this is just a sketch. I'm not actually, you know, like this is the final product. It's just me trying to figure out the poses and trying to get the feeling right that, yeah, okay, I got the body and the facial expressions down. So let's see. For the hands, I am going to do something of kind of like a meditation finger pose. How dirty now that sounds, but yeah. So we are going to do the fingers like this, and he's going to be, let's see, the fingers are moving like that, and the pointer, and let's see, yeah, something like that, and put the, yeah. Hands are quite difficult sometimes, but it depends on what style you're using, I guess, because for me it's mostly to do a hand. It's usually that I just do like a circle. It's a circle, and then I try to do what the hands is supposed to do, but it's usually like thumb and pointy, and then I just, you know, fill up with the rest of the hand. Remember, the middle finger is always the longest, and you have the pointer and the little finger and all that, and then the hand like that. So that's usually for this comic how I do hands. Sometimes I do them extreme and stuff like that, but you know, whatever works for the comic. I am not gonna do much more on the baby nipples. No, baby nipples bad. But yes, something like this, and let's see, he has some hair. I haven't decided yet how I am going to do the hair, if I'm going to do, but let's see, let's say he has, how did he draw his baby? He did draw it like that. Okay, so I am going to put the skull a little bit more back here, because babies have actually a quite large head when they're small, and you have to get it just right, and then we get the extra creepy. And let's see, baby here, like something like that. But I am actually going to do something with the hairs. I am actually going to do something that looks like he's sending out signals. Maybe get a little bit of Hellraiser feeling here. We have such splendid things to show you. And let's see, here is somewhat of the neck, so I know that it doesn't have to be, so yeah, okay. So let's see, we got the baby quite okay there. I think maybe we should try and move it a little bit and push it up, because we have to see. Yeah, it looks like the baby is sitting up. Yeah, something like that. It's always good to see how the proportions of something from a different panel, or you know, the panel before, to see how much you have to change it. So yeah, I'm guessing some people can see what I'm doing here with the joke, but yeah, let's say we are done now. There is going to be a doorway here, and it's closing, but that I want to do in color, because here it's gonna be, yeah, okay. I am not gonna type the text for the joke here, because I still want to have some stuff secret, but yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. And let's see, I'm gonna put all of this into a folder and call it skins, and I'm gonna do another layer, put it on black, and actually type it inks. And so we are going to start inking this. I do believe, however, I have to go in and no, there we go. That one I need to put up a little bit more. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. So yeah, this guy here on the left is my friend Tobias. Kingofslackers.com. If I didn't put that out, I can do it like this. So you get the address. Yeah, so kingofslackers.com. It's his webcomic. So check it out if you want to. Lots of fun. He has some good characters and all that. So check him out. But let's see. This is not how he draws himself. It's how I draw his character in the comic. So be prepared for that. Okay. Did I miss something? Okay. Here we go. I am actually going to use a bigger brush, I believe. Yes. Here we go. It's still getting a little bit used to the difference in pen pressure and just how you do stuff in with this tablet, because I didn't think it would be that big of a change, but it actually is, because this one actually is kind of more like paper and pen, but yeah, it's actually working quite nice, but I still have to get used to it because I've had my Cintiq 12VX for like, oh dear lord, it's like 5 or 7 years. So my muscle memory is actually quite used to the 12VX and so forth. So it actually becomes a little bit different when you use the 13 HD. But yeah, it's all good in the hood eventually. As you can see, I am actually zooming in. I am 300% zoomed in. That's because I want it to be very crisp. A lot of people ask me how I get my line art so clean, so sharp. And well, the first thing is I use quite a large paper. Even if I know the strip is gonna be like 850 pixels wide, and like, I don't know how the height is, but anyway, I use like the template for A4 or A5 and like 300 dpi, and I work from that, and when I shrink the image, it becomes quite sharp and good. But I like to do it because it's good to go zoom in, because you get the details and you can do very simple work. Sometimes you don't just get that circle right, and you can go in and like, yeah, now I can do it because I have more control. But yeah, it is different from working from paper and pen, but yeah, you save a lot of time working digital, I must say. Let's see here, we're gonna do... The funny thing is, his character has this like wild man hair, but I know the guy who draws it is actually like having dreads and stuff like that, and a great he has a bigger beard than the character. So I'm wondering when he's going to change the character's look, or if he's never going to change the character's look, because people are used to that character now. So, but it's interesting because I know how the real guy looks like, and it's quite different from what the character looks like. But that's probably it. It's a character, so you don't change a character just because it's not like the movies. People will probably not recognize some people if you change them too much. So that's actually a thing you have to think about when you create comics. That you have to think about, okay, is this going to be the character for me, or is it going to be a character for the comic, or is the character going to change during the webcomic, or can I change it, or is it just like, yeah, this is how he looks? It's kind of like sitcoms and stuff like that with their catchphrases like bazinga and stuff like that. Hello, Rasmus. Welcome to the show. So yeah, you have to actually think about the characters a little bit before you can start drawing a webcomic, because the characters are going to represent some stereotypes and certain people or groups of people. Kind of like if you have a guy or a character that likes games or likes music, he's gonna be the music guy, or he's gonna be the game guy, and such. And you're gonna have like girls in the comic. Even there you have to think about it. What are they gonna do? What are the guys gonna do? And stuff like that. So every character has to have a sort of purpose, you can say. If I want to do a joke about music, or maybe a game or something like that, you can always use the characters from the game or from the comic or from the movies and such like that, but in the end, what people most attached to is the characters that represents the comic. So it's a good thing to think about it before you get drawing. But like I said, if you have any questions on how I do things, or if you wanna have help with how do I draw hands, bodies, or stuff like that, or software, I'm using Photoshop. Is this a guest comic for King of Slackers? Yes, it actually is. It's a guest comic for King of Slackers. He asked me if I could do one, and I said yeah, I probably have the time to do it. I actually, just before I started doing this live stream, I was actually doing some comic work for my job, so I was already like warm in the clothes, so I was warmed up, so I was just ready to go, and I'm been sketching on this and trying to figure out a good joke, but I thought, yeah, I can use this for the live stream. So yeah, let's see. Everything, how I draw everything. Okay, well, my style is not as locked down, I must say. Not yet, anyway, not yet. But I'm guessing I am getting close to that point where your style is more defined, and you get that, oh, that's his style. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna do a new layer here, and I'm gonna do, I always take red here, but okay. So this is how I draw things. This is my style right now for most things. For guys, oh, that's the rubber. Let's see. Here we go. For guys, I usually do like a shaped square. I mean, I diffuse it sometimes, but something like that. And then I just do the neck. It's kind of like a P. But then I do my ears, and I just do a simple like this. That's pretty much it. It's like a simple body with the arm at the side here. That's pretty much how I do it. And then circle, circle, and then like the mouth, and you know, if you want to have hair or a hat, it's up to you. And then just, you know, you shape it out and you create it. So that's how I do guys. But like girls, I usually try to do like an oval, like an egg sort of thing, instead of the squared head. But the same thing applies even here. I do the neck, and then I do this. I do a very small body like this, and this doesn't look like a woman. I know. But women have like a different posture than men. So and it took me a long while to be good at drawing women at all. But I usually do the shoulder up thing for the arms, and do small arms because yeah, that it's a simple thing to tell from a woman. And here it comes. I usually do a line here, back here, and then I do kind of the butt, the back end like this, and then I just erase a lot of things here. Now this is very simple done, but as you can see, I have to like adjust the front a little bit. But yeah, there you have like the front of a woman, and then you do the boobs and the other arm. Now the arms are very badly placed, but you know, it's kind of like that how I do it. And eye, dun dun, hair, and there you have it. So it's kind of like that. I'm really doing a fast version of it, but yeah, it's kind of like that how I do my style right now, but it changes. Sometimes I need to do something more dynamic, something simpler, sometimes more advanced. So I am not locked down just quite yet, but I am getting to that point where I'm starting to feel like, yeah, this is my style. Unfortunately. Because yeah, you know, you grow up and you think, yeah, I'm gonna do this style, and then you realize that, oh, it's this one. So I don't know, some people like it, some people don't, I guess. So let's see, he has his wrist things over here. So yeah, it's a simple way to do it. I usually try to do it like how I want it to be, but sometimes you have to do it like someone else's style, and yeah, it works sometimes, but I usually try to do it like very simple, just trying to make it stylized, very dynamic, and expressions are important to me. They have to do really clear expressions, so you know that, oh, okay, that's what he's doing. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it like this. So yeah, expressions are very important to do. It also makes the characters look come alive. I mean, you have to have some kind of soul to the character. So do you draw inspiration from any specific artists or webcomic artists? Well, yes and no. I mean, I do take inspiration from a lot of people, both serious and well, everyone is serious, but I mean, I do draw inspirations from the big guys and the webcomic guys, but yeah, I would probably say for my webcomic things, it's mainly the big two, Penny Arcade and PvP Online. So yeah, which is art style mostly, because their writing is very good, but I can't do that kind of humor. So yeah, Mike Krahulik and Scott Kurtz, what I took from them is just how to work in digital webcomic, how to do it fast, and how to get yourself to a place where you can draw and draw the same thing without, you know, dropping quality or you know, spending too much time with the characters or the drawing, because you know, you have to get it done. You have to be done, and you know, get it out there so people can read and you can do more. And the more you make, the more you're gonna get comfortable doing it, and you know, you can do more for the people, so to speak. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say, because I know a lot of people say, oh, I draw inspiration from that and that, but I have like a lot of people to draw inspirations from. But because then you have like Mike Magnolia, I like his style, but that's a more serious style and a lot of shadows. And you have like Greg Capullo, I love his inking and his sketching, but that's like a lot of detail, and he spends a good time with it. And I'm not that good yet. I can say that. I'm not that good yet to be doing the Mike Krahulik, or no, not the Mike Krahulik, but Greg Capullo style. So yeah, I'm working on it. I am working on it. But like I said, sometimes you have to realize that the the serious style isn't perhaps the style you're going for. Perhaps the comic style, the webcomic style, the comedy style is perhaps more to your benefit. And you have to like, okay, can I do something serious with that style, or do I have to accept the fact that I'm just able to do web comics? But as I said, you can do a lot of things with a style, so yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's see, do the pants. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Oh, let's see. We have the King of Slackers himself here. And we're doing his guest comic. He's probably here to check up on me to see if I'm doing it right. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I think I am done with him. As you can see, I am going a little bit slow, but that's, like I said before, it's because of the new tablet, which is getting used to it. I'm gonna do, let's do it like this. I'm gonna remove this. And this is his wife. Which I am trying to get right here. Sometimes I do fail at doing women, and they look not like women. Well, I am not gonna reveal the joke, Tobias, so it's okay. You can watch. Besides, it's like half an hour left, so I am probably not gonna be done with it in this live stream, but yeah, it's about to be done. So yeah, you can watch. I don't think there's too many spoilers. Spoilers. But as you can see, I like to do very strong facial expressions because sometimes it's funnier. Sometimes you have to do really strong facial expressions because you can't get the message out if people don't understand what the characters are feeling. And sometimes they just look very creepy, which is also funny. I'm all for the weird and the funny, and if you can mix that, awesome. Weird and funny is always a good combination. That is why you should probably go to kingofslackers.com, because if you like weird and funny, you're gonna find a lot of it there. So yeah, I think I'm done plugging his website now. I think I have to do some of my comics later on. Here we go. I am not used to the tablet so far, so I can do a good circle yet. This is going to take practice. So I'm going to do the fake circle like that, yeah. And there we go. What's kind of different from the old tablet is that this tablet actually has some kind of texture on the surface, because I am getting a little bit of resistance while drawing, so I have to get used to that later on. Because on the old one I was like sliding, swish swish. On this one I am actually feeling a little bit of a resistance in the hand movement on the surface, but yeah, it's like I said, it's I have to get used to it. I've only had it like a week, and it was like, okay, I couldn't use it the first day because I was all out of HDMI ports and such, so I had to get a converter and such. So yeah, and then I started drawing directly and using it for work and such. So yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to get used to it. I have work to do. I'm a busy man. Can't stop and smell the roses, you know. Oh, new. What the hell did I? New. Okay. You see, this is something. Okay, how do I get out of this? New. Okay, there we go. Sometimes that happens. I bought one of those plastic films for sticking your iPad screen. I much prefer that doesn't grind. Yeah, actually, I do feel that the surface on this one is actually kinda, you know, dragging or grinding on the nub on the pen. So yeah, I do feel that it sometimes could be better, but yeah, like I said, it's probably me, and I have to get used to it, and I know that because I remember when I first started to use the Cintiq, and then I was drawing everything paper and pen, so just going from that to the digital world was like, oh shit. It was a really long month of just trying, and I thought, oh my god, I've spent my money on something so expensive and I can't do it. Oh, did I just waste my money, and am I that bad? And you know, it was all of those things. And I don't remember. Tobias, did you get the tablet before me, or did you get it after me? Or did we get it at the same time? I can't remember. I can't remember if we got it at the same time, or... Because I know you said something about it when I was kind of struggling with it. Yeah, anyway, I do remember that the first drawings I did with the tablet was not good at all, and I was devastated. I actually thought that, oh my god, I just thrown a lot of cash into the lake, flushed it down the toilet. But you get better, you get used to it, because it is a different kind of way to draw. I would almost say it's more like painting, because you have to do bigger and stronger moves than you have to do on paper. On paper you can do very small, subtle movements and you get the result, but on the Cintiqs or the tablets, you have to like do smoother movements and bigger movements to get those clean, crisp, clean lines. And that took a while to get used to, because you were sitting like, oh, I am going to pinpoint and do exactly, and yeah, it doesn't work. well, it works because, but it doesn't get good. It doesn't get that clean, crisp line, because then you're gonna have all the jagginess and stuff like that. So let's see here. I'm doing the hand, and the fingers should not be that creepy looking. Okay, yeah. Let's see. We have the crib there. So okay, yeah, the hand and all that is not gonna be visible. Okay, so I can get away with that. All right. Where was I? Yeah. So for those who are thinking about getting a tablet, I mean, absolutely, it saves you a lot of time. It saves you a lot of money. Yeah, it costs a lot, but you're gonna save money on paper, pens, and all that stuff. And you can do it directly. You don't have to get like a scanner to color in the computer and stuff like that. It's just gonna save you a lot of time. But yes, it is. It takes a while to get used to it. It does require some time, and you're not gonna get good at it straight away. And try different things, because what I do probably won't work for some other people, and how I draw probably won't work for like half of you. But yeah, you can always adapt the style. You can always try new things and just try and get what you feel is your style, so to speak. Let's see here. The glasses are gonna go. Yeah. There we go. And glasses going there. Yes. Glasses are kinda hard sometimes to draw, because if you do it like, yeah, the glass is gonna reflect everything, you're gonna get kind of weird looking image. What I try to do is like, yeah, I want to see the eyes through the glasses, because that's how real it looks. But yeah, it's kind of hard to draw the reflections from the glass. So as you can see, here's a thick line going down her face here, and then the glasses come. I chose to do a very small line here, because when you do it like this, it kind of looks, yeah, you can see the line, but it looks like, yeah, the glass is actually kind of hiding a lot. And I wanted to focus on the eyes, so to speak. So yeah, usually when you do like glasses, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, glasses, and then you don't see the eyes, you just do, like that. So you don't get the eyes at all. The glasses becomes the eyes, so to speak. That is not always the good thing, but if you want to be a comedy character, yeah, sure, absolutely, you can do that. You can do that with shades as well, sunglasses. Let's see, her hair is, I don't want to be too correct here. I want to be a little bit more flowy. Yeah. This is also a thing I usually encounter when I draw people who actually do exist. People like, no, I don't look like that, or no, I don't look that good, or hey, I don't look like that at all, you made me ugly. And I'm like, no, it's not you per se, it's like, this is the stereotypical you in comic form. And if you have friends you're gonna draw for a webcomic or for something else, you have to remember, do they think of themselves as handsome and pretty, or do they see themselves as just normal people? I mean, there are some people who can't take a joke, some people who don't like it when you draw them a certain kind of way. And then there are some people who think, yeah, I look good, but no, you don't. So yeah, I usually try to avoid to draw real people, except for myself. Myself, I can joke as much as I want to, because yeah, it's me, I can take it. And there are some people who can't take being drawn, but yeah, be careful about that, because later on they probably want to have some input in how to do the drawings, and that's crossing the line for me. Let's see here, yeah, and then we're gonna put her there, yes, a bit like that. Now let's see, now we're gonna plug his hair here, yeah, there we go, and there we go. There we go. Are you? Do you have any questions for me? It became kind of silent. It feels like me just talking and talking. But yeah. Let's see. There was the inspiration. Yes, I answered that, and then yeah. Yeah, I never. Yeah, Rasmus Intuos. No, Graphire 4 and Intuos 5. Okay. Yeah, the Intuos series I have actually never tested. I've seen it, but I've never tested it. I actually went from paper and pen to the Cintiq quite directly, because I didn't want the tablet with no screen, because I was like, no, I can't, I don't want to sit and coordinate my eyes and hand to a different screen. So yeah, the Intuos series is not my cup of tea. Whoa, let's see here. The boob. I'm gonna put it down there. Down with you, boob. Yeah, okay. What nub are you using on the Cintiq pen? The original or any of the other? Actually, on my old tablet, I actually used the nub that came with it. I think but I think that I only had like the original ones, and I changed it once. But actually, I never changed the nub, because I thought it was gonna become like a greater pen or something, because I actually quite not yet. I've actually used the tablet for like 5 or 7 years, but I've never understood what changing the nub does. So yeah, I've actually not quite understand why you need to change the nub, or if it's like, is it a great difference, or is it just like, oh, la di da. I mean, does it really do a change, or is it just like, you know, those golden plated cables and the normal cheap ones? Do you really see the difference, or is it like, oh, you have to be an expert to see the difference? So I've actually never understood it. Oh, so there's a spring on it. Okay. Yeah, I got, actually with this, I got 5 different nubs, but I think it's the same nub, just, you know, new ones. And there is a spring with it in, you got like a little suitcase with the pens and all that. So I'm guessing that, yeah, maybe I will check that out later. But like I said, I usually use the normal brushes in Photoshop. I use the things that come with it. I don't replace it. I just use what's, you know, in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? So yeah, I'm simple like that. But then again, I do know that some people have issues with the pen as it is. I also know that some like it with, you know, a different kind of pen and stuff like that. I'm just not that guy, I guess. I'm just like, okay, this is what I have to work with. Let's get used to it. And I never go back or never change, I guess. I guess that's something that comes from my stubbornness. Yeah, a Brad Pitt moment. What's in the box? What's in the box? I took her pretty little head. Spoilers! Wow. That movie came out so like 1994? No, 92? When did 7 come out? When did 7 come out? Because I'm guessing that there are people probably not born when that movie came out, which is kind of scary in a way. And let's see, did I do no, he has no eyes. Okay. I'm gonna do, no, let's not do, yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Supper turned out to be more complicated than anticipated. I'll have to take off now. It was nice to hang out. Take care. Alright. Take care, Rasmus. I hope to see you again. So yeah, let's see here. I first thought I was gonna do the baby like drooling and sleeping like crazy, but no, I feel like you don't have to do that much. He's just sleeping. She's just sleeping. Is that she or he? I can't remember. Is that she, la la. My tongue is actually quite parched. That's better. Let's see here. Let's do the shoulders. When you did your comic, Tobias, did you have issues drawing a baby, or was it like, okay, it's like drawing a small person? Because I'm actually trying to get the baby feel of this, and I'm not that used to drawing babies. Babies are hard, but yeah. It's kind of like drawing a little mini Danny DeVito babies. Take it as you will, but yeah, sometimes it does feel like you're drawing a little mini Danny DeVito without the hair, the frizzy hair. Let's see, I want the babies. Something like that. Yeah, baby hair is really hard to do. My plan for this is actually to just do like a shaved person, like just do another color, and then I'm gonna use that color to do some hair that's gonna point upwards, I guess, since I am not gonna try and do it like inked, because then it would look like the baby has like a punk punk hairdo or something like that, and that's not what I want. So yeah, and yeah, I don't know if this diaper is gonna be correct in any way. This is my webcomic diaper, so so people may interpret it as they want to. I just wanted to make it big, large, and what I used for reference is actually the sumo the sumo underwear that they use when they sumo wrestle. It's kind of clunky and like baby armor. So yeah, as you can see, you can pretty much, when you have practiced a lot of things to draw and stuff like that, you can become like, you're quite confident in drawing pretty much what you want to, but you always have to sometimes look at pictures and images and like, okay, this is what I want to try and draw, and how do I translate the picture to my style in kind of drawing. Now this doesn't look like a diaper at all, but when I use colors later on, and it will be white and all that stuff, so then you will kind of understand that, okay, it's a diaper. It's the epic diaper. So yeah. So I'm not gonna do the hair, as you can see on the sketch here. I am not gonna do the hair. I am just gonna try and leave it there and, you know, focus on that when the coloring comes. And I'm going to do the crib last, I think, actually, because yeah, let's see here. We got the parents, the baby, and let's see, I put up the sketches over here, and I am actually, see, that's the baby. I am going to copy the baby, move it over here, so, and then we're gonna copy it again and place it over there, a little bit more down, and the last one is gonna be a new one. But let's see here, I am going to I should have done this better. Oh no, not that one, that one. So we're gonna go down to this one, and that one we're gonna slow down a little bit, and oh, my bad, that one. As I said, it's a new tablet, so I'm not that super comfortable yet with it. I am going to do it like I am going to get better at it. So yeah, there we go. The baby awakes. Dun dun dun. So yeah, the final panel is gonna be quite awesome to do. I only have a couple of minutes left, so is there a question for me before we start to wrap up? In that case, please feel free to ask. Or otherwise, you can ask me on my Twitter, the3bx, or you can do it in the comment section on my YouTube channel, da3bx, the3bx. And people who are asking, why do you use the 3bx on YouTube? Well, someone stole my nickname on YouTube, but they haven't put up something, so I'm kind of pissed at that. But yeah, it's the way it is. Sometimes you snooze, you lose. There we go. Put some funk on it. Yeah. My joke could actually become like a little mini story, and I'm gonna give it to Tobias, King of Slackers, and yeah, we will see what he will do with it, because I'm just gonna do this one, and if he wants to go and do a little story about it, that's fine by me. I'm just doing this because I kind of want to do something to test the tablet out, and I'm having a little bit much to do these days, so it's kind of awesome to be able to do something that isn't for me but for someone else, and just kind of play with it, because I have to get used to draw my work and my other comic plus 5 XP, and I haven't really gotten to that place quite yet. So yeah, let's see, yeah, something like that, and the fangs, and here we go, and tongue. He got that Gene Simmons tongue. Oh yeah. The ladies. The ladies. Yeah. I see where this is going. Oh, you have no idea, my friend. You have no idea. Well, I'm gonna end here on this note. It seems that this Picardo TV thing is actually working. I like the style of it. The chat room works. I think you don't have to be you don't have to be a guest. You don't have to have an account. You can be a guest and like put your nickname and all that. I can see it. It doesn't slow me down, and it's working fine. So I don't know. Please let me know if Wednesday or Thursday is the better day to do it. It will always be from 7 to 8 Swedish time. But let me know, is Wednesday or Thursday the best day to do this? I am okay with both. But I want you to tell me what you think. So for this time, I'm going to say thank you. And I hope to see you next time here. And take care. All right. Bye-bye.